Advent Church family. Hope you had a wonderful Labor Day. 4 quick announcements for you. First of all, this coming Sunday, the 7th, is Launch Sunday, meaning a lot of our ministries and programs start back up for the fall semester. Core group registration is open. Sunday school is starting back. So look forward to having everyone back in town and together for worship on Sunday. As a part of that, we're going to be having, this is the second announcement, Asher and Hannah are going to be joining us. These are ministry partners supported by Church of the Advent, and they're going to be in town worshiping with us. And from 9 to 10 o'clock in the morning during the normally scheduled adult education hour, they're going to be sharing stories and experiences and ways they've seen God at work in their ministry. So this is a rare opportunity to hear from ministry partners that we support. So please, I encourage you to be there, prioritize that. I think you'll get a lot out of it. The third update concerns our recent transition on the issue of women's holy orders. This is something that I announced at the June members meeting, put out a position paper. We have some updates along those lines. First of all, I just want to say thank you to the many people in our community who have engaged this conversation in various ways. We hosted a couple of listening sessions in July and just got a great amount, kind of wide variety of feedback. It helped us understand much more kind of how this is landing with people, people who are excited, why they're excited, people who are concerned, where are those concerns coming from. It helped us identify questions that need to be answered or things that need to be clarified. So that was exactly what we were hoping to get out of that time. So thank you so much to those of you who prioritized that. In addition to that, I know I and the members of the pastoral team, as well as the members of the parish council, we've had dozens of meetings, one-on-one meetings with people in our community. So there's just been a great opportunity over the summer to get feedback and to hear more how people are processing this, because it's a big shift. So at this point, a couple of things are going to be happening. First of all, there's going to be an update coming out later this afternoon from our parish council on the process, a kind of progress report. And then I'm excited as we enter into the month of September for an opportunity to do a little more in-depth teaching on this topic. And we're going to do that in a couple of ways. The lectionary that we'll be following on Sundays, actually this Sunday, we're going to take a look at the book of Philemon. I'm very excited about that. Never preached this book before. And then after that, the lectionary takes us into 1 Timothy. So we're going to be tackling one of the key passages in the debate over women's ordination, and that is the passage in 1 Timothy chapter 2. So that's going to come up in a few weeks. So I'm excited for the opportunity to do that. And then I'm also going to start teaching in the adult ed hour a class that focuses on hermeneutics. And then from there, we will look more in depth into the key issues and passages where people disagree over the role of women in the church. So if you're someone who you just kind of want to learn more about this issue, you are maybe you want to know how is it that faithful Christians who are orthodox in their beliefs can disagree over an issue like this? How is it possible to read and interpret the Bible in different ways if we're all looking at the same words? What makes that possible, and why is it possible with certain issues but not others? If these are the kinds of questions that you're asking, or if you just want to understand more why we would make such a shift, then I encourage you to be a part of that class. I really put out the position paper, but I recognize there are lots of limitations to writing a paper. And so I'm very much looking forward to the opportunity, both on Sundays in the pulpit and in the Sunday school hour, to go a little more in depth and to be able to look at this in a more nuanced way, to have an opportunity to hear and respond to questions, or to hopefully bring some clarity where that clarity is needed. I think this is extremely important because at the end of the day, any shift that we make like this, it's crucial that as a congregation, everyone understands how this reflects our commitment to Scripture as the final word, as the ultimate authority under which our church operates. And so I very much look forward to getting into that more in person. So I encourage you to come. And then number 4, the final update is actually not an update. It's an appeal coming from Tim Schultz, longtime beloved member of Church of the Advent, who has served faithfully with our youth ministry. And this is an update from him concerning our need for another male volunteer. So I'll turn it over to Tim.
Friends, greetings from my office. I have something to ask of you, but before I do, I want to tell you a brief story. About 15 months ago, I was in a real spiritual funk. I would come to church and I felt like I was just going through the motions. And the turning point for me was that one Sunday, I kind of looked around the sanctuary and I thought to myself, I love those people and their kids. And I am so glad that God has brought me into their lives and vice versa. And I remember this really famous talk by Tim Keller called "It Takes a City to Raise a Child," where he says that the number one predictor of whether kids will hold on to their faith is, do they have non-parental adult relationships in their life that make Jesus make sense to them? And so I went to Camp Booyah as a counselor about 15 months ago for the very first time. I spent long, sweaty days with the kids, and those were 18-hour days, but I really felt awake. The ask for you is, we need another man to join our youth volunteer team and to really focus in on our junior high boys. You do not have to have kids of your own or kids that age. Most of our volunteers do not. I promise you'll be met by a group of kids who will instantly think that you are cooler and wiser than their parents. This will cost you, though. It will cost you time and energy. We're talking about junior high boys, so some of your dignity. But as Lisa and I compare notes with people here at Advent, we tend to find that those who are most fulfilled are those who are using their spiritual gifts for the good of the body. And if you ask anybody in our youth volunteer team, they will tell you that as much as we may bless your kids, they're even more of a blessing to us. It reminds me of one of the best hymns we sing in our church: "In the fields of the Lord, our work is rest." So we are really praying that God will answer our call for someone to do this work. And then please be open to hearing from the Lord that the person he's calling might actually be you. If it sounds like you, please get in touch with me or Jeff Simpson. Our contact information is here, and I really look forward to working with you.